Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. We're back on the Spitfire, of course. Don't mind the passenger seat there. It was a test fit that was definitely not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to get rid of these probably on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, you guys saw in the last video where I was driving this thing. No throttle, of course, so I couldn't give it any gas. It was just wherever it sat at idle. We are going to start getting after that. Some parts showed up. Let's see if it works. And just like that, it's Thursday night. My parts came in today for the throttle hookup, I hope. It'll take a few minutes to try to figure out how this all goes together, and then we will slide around the carburetor and see what happens. Let me put you on the stand. Well, I think I have it assembled. Let me see if I can fight my way through installing it without taking the carburetor off.
What are you doing?
Just a bit more fuel pressure.
I think she broke her neck trying to figure out what this was. Too much fuel pressure. That very well could be.
First drive.
Second drive. So now what do we think it is?
More fuel pressure.
Oh. It is a cute little thing.
Now it's just broken.
What? So it was running bad because you didn't have the choke set, so you just did that. Now what are you doing?
Still finagling with the choke.
Oh.
Appears to be maybe a fuel leak coming off the choke.
Well, I thought I saw a bunch of smoke up there.
She got warm. Not hot, but warm. We'll let it cool down and try it again.
What's that red stuff?
Probably RTV. Yeah. More pump.
Okay, so we're gonna let it cool down and then we will restart a video.
Well, let's talk about what happened in that test drive. Every time I gave it gas, this thing would choke, stumble, and die, unless it was the initial time I pressed the gas. So, I called my local expert carburetor guy, who is my dad, and really isn't a carburetor expert, but knows a little bit more about these than I do. He had me disassemble the carburetor again to check the floats, and to also check a few other things. Well, in the process of that, I ripped a couple gaskets, and found the diaphragm also seemed to be all gummed up. So, we ordered another carburetor kit, right over there on the shelf. In case you're following along, Walker part number 15577C off of Amazon is a direct fit, but it doesn't include the diaphragm. I thought maybe my first one was just missing that part. So, we are stuck on carburetor parts yet again. So, I think we're going to go, just forward progress, I made a secondary list because the other one was getting a little bit of confusion. So, what do we got here? The hood. Yeah, that's not going on anytime soon. I'm almost digging it the way it looks. Throttle return spring. I think I may have that fixed, but I won't know till we can get this thing to run right. We still got to do those motor and trans mounts. Coolant temp sensor still doesn't work. Same for the pressure sensor. The horn. That'd be kind of cool. Front sway bar. Cooling fan wiring. The alternator. It'd be kind of nice if this thing charged itself. We do need to do a cut and buff on it. Sitting in the garage, it's looking pretty grody. My Walmart clear coat. Looks okay, but it could look better. We're going to do some decal work. A little vintage, mid-80s style decal work. I've already got them ordered. They'll be here shortly. We got to get our seat belts in. I need to get that roll bar ordered. We got some nice center caps for the wheels. Rear view and side mirrors need to get done. And then we got one of them fancy little slidey handle things. So I think tonight we're going to focus on some of the easy ones. It's been a pretty rough week at work this week. This is 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. I'm just now getting out here for the first time since Sunday afternoon, I think. Putting in a lot of hours, but you know, got to make that money. So let's go ahead and start with the rear view mirror and side mirrors. I have a couple options. I do have an old vintage style rear view mirror. I believe it was a new old stock from a Cobra, possibly. We're gonna clean it up, paint it up, make it look a little nicer, and then we're gonna mount it up. By the way, this seat, what a horrible design that thought was. It's about, I don't know, 4 inches too wide. Even the seat rails don't come anywhere near where they need to get it down where it should be. These were given to me free by a neighbor that just moved in, and they found these in the basement of their house. Obviously, you can tell by the dog hair and the, you know, everything. We're just gonna pull this one back out and put her back up on the old marketplace for free. Let somebody else use them. They'd be perfect for a street rod. They're comfy. The material's in great shape. I do have a driver's seat over there as well. But let's get after this mirror thing. I'm gonna put you guys on the stand. Well, I was gonna take this thing apart and spray paint it, but I was just thinking I gotta do a video of the powder coat for the sway bar, so I may just wait to do this one until then. But I did the right thing and just touched it up with a black paint marker. Looks pretty decent. Let's throw it on. I used a couple of the OEM fasteners to install this little unit. I'm quite happy with it. It looks great. I think it's gonna give me just enough view of what's behind me. So I guess we're on to the next thing. The side mirrors I have will not work with the body. The angles are wrong. So let's just go halvesies on that one, and we'll see what Temu has to offer for that. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the horn. You know, like sitting right there. Let's do some wiring investigation and figure out how this thing works. Let me put you on the stand. Hope you guys enjoy the good hold music in the background. We did get the horn installed. Gonna start wiring it here when, you know, the customer service call ends. What a joke. We'll check back in. Well, you know, the messed up part about doing the YouTube thing, you know, in the evenings, is sometimes you gotta handle your personal business while you're also trying to get things done. Hence the background music. Hope I don't get a copyright strike for that. Essentially what's happened is my cell phone that I used to record from has lost all internet data all of a sudden today. I think I've been on hold for about 56 minutes, so I'm gonna do my best to block it out, but you know, we got the list, we got things to get done. I don't have time to wait. What's happened here is I've got the horn wired, but I don't know which wire comes out of the dash for the horn because somebody didn't label it. What a nice thing he did. So we're going to go ahead and pull the dash panel, the switch panel out, find out what wire color it is. It's either green or blue, could be brown, could be blacks. I don't know. Let's find out together. I'm going to put you on hyper mode. Well, we've continued on with our hold music. I believe this is a live version of Kenny G. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, let's give this horn a little test hit. This is some little $6 eBay cheapie that I bought. Ooh, wrong button. Well, I would say that's annoyingly perfect. Let's grab our fancy marker. See what else is on the list. It's Thursday night. I got a few minutes. I've been on hold for an hour and 20. Horn is off the list. Dang. We're not making much progress this week, guys. But I am going to do some looking around, see if I've got enough parts to get the cooling fan wired up proper. And I'll be right back with you. Very much for taking the time to help me figure this out.
You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much also.
Look at that, guys. An hour and 40 minutes it took for me to figure out how to get my phone internet back. What? What is wrong with the world? Good God. Alright, guys. It's Thursday night. Getting a little bit late. I just got off the phone. Late night work stuff happening. I didn't know this kind of thing was going to happen when I took this new job. But, you know, got to pay the bills. So we successfully mounted up our pretty cool rear view mirror. We got a horn that works. That's not so bad. We have carburetor parts ordered. Golly, I hate that part. Just the sitting around and waiting. So, it is Thursday. I promise everybody by Friday we have a video up. So, we're going to call this one here. Yeah. Sorry for the short video this week, but it's kind of is what it is. You know, full-time job, well, a little more than full-time. And then, you know, the YouTube stuff on the side takes up a bit of time. I am going to get to editing and get this uploaded so it's ready by 3:30 or so tomorrow afternoon. And, you know, like always, if you like what you see, hit the likey, subscribey doodad at the bottom. We're shooting for 400 subscribers, which doesn't sound like much, but when we started with 12, we're making forward progress. We're going to keep it going. This week, we will have the carburetor hopefully fixed. I'm also hoping to have, you know, actual real license plates instead of the ones that I had from 1975. We'd also like to maybe make some forward progress on some other projects on the car. You know, like some decals and the rest of this list here. So, we're gonna call it right now, guys. Again, we thank you for watching. Projects like this wouldn't happen without you. I have been shopping for the next new project. I'm thinking either a midget or a 914. Always wanted a 914. That would be pretty slick to have, rusty or not. But that's for another video. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Put a comment down there. You know, whatever you want. What's your favorite color? I don't know. You tell me. We'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.